you ever just looked at a mirror, gazing into your own reflection? Thoughts consuming your mind, wishing that you could be different, contemplating the ways that you can change. You then begin to cover up, taking on tasks that you think will make you better, acting in ways that make people perceive you the way that you want them to. Striving. You're constantly striving. You think it's working, so you start adding more layers on layers, covering up your pain, covering up every single lie you told yourself. Eventually, you realize that you're pretending. Pretending like everything's okay, pretending like you're something you're not. You're so full of shame, so you keep hiding, you keep adding more layers. Because all you've ever done was cover up. You put on so many layers that you don't even know who you are. You look into the mirror and can't even recognize yourself. You don't know what you're looking at. I've been there. And then I turned to Jesus. And he told me that I don't have to hide it. I can wipe the layers off. The layers are not necessary. And finally, all the layers were stripped away, one by one. And I looked into the mirror, and I actually saw what God sees. And I could rejoice because He is good. And He says that I am worthy. Hey, welcome to Lilac Love. If you're new here, if you end up liking this video, then subscribe, join the fam. If you're not new here, welcome back. So have you ever messed up and then punished yourself? Thought that you had to wait a certain amount of time before you could get back into the presence of the Lord? I think that some of us do this and we don't even realize the amount of self-sabotage that we're doing. And we mess up, we sin, we stumble, and then we think, well, I gotta wait. I gotta let some time pass before I can get back in God's presence. We don't read our Bible for a week, or we don't pray with God for a while because we think that some time has to pass and we don't feel worthy. And we punish ourselves. We either just give up and keep on sinning, or we distance ourselves from God and let some time pass until it's all okay again. And, we messed up big time on Saturday, and then Sunday rolls around and we can barely participate in worship because we don't feel worthy. And we look at everybody else and we're like, oh my God, if they only knew what I did. And we tell ourselves how horrible we are. And in the middle of worship, we're raising our hands, we're singing our song, but we can't really participate because our hearts aren't in it. We feel so unworthy. And we pretend in front of everybody. We pretend like everything's okay, like we got it all figured out. But we gotta wait. We gotta wait a certain amount of time before we can talk to God again. In front of everybody else, we're okay. But we go home and we don't talk to God because we don't feel worthy. And this is a lie that we tell ourselves. This is a lie from hell. Well, I haven't had a drink in a couple of months. I'm good enough now. I haven't had a cigarette in a couple of months. I haven't had sex in a year. I haven't watched porn in years. I haven't lied in a long time. I haven't lost my temper and I don't even know when. We count down the days. We count down the days that we haven't committed our sin of choice, our biggest temptation. We count down the days we strive and we strive. And the moment that we mess up, we beat ourselves up. And then we hide from God. We hide from Him, and then we wait until some time has passed, till it's okay again in our eyes. And we go to God and we're like, hey, that was a week ago, or that was a month ago. Can you forgive me now? Instead of turning to Him immediately, we hide from Him and let some time pass. And then we go through this cycle over and over again. And then eventually we just break down and we're like, God, why? Why is this happening? Why do I keep on sinning? Why do I keep on messing up? What's wrong with me? And I believe what the Lord wants to say, if you'll listen, is stop striving. He is saying, I am waiting for you to stop striving. I have always loved you, and you have always been worthy. But we strive and we put on these faces, and we're like, well, I did that, I did this. We go feed the homeless, not because of love, but out of guilt. Because we think if we go serve, then it'll cancel out our sin. We'll be good enough then. Everything will be okay then. We messed up big time on Saturday, but we tithed real big on Sunday. Because the money to the church will cancel out my sin. And then I'll be good enough. We're putting on these faces like, sinner, no, not me. No, not me. I'm a good Christian. We confide in no one. We talk to nobody about what we're really struggling with, because we don't want anyone to think that we're not a perfect Christian. We don't want anyone to think that we don't have it all put together. We don't want anyone to see what's really in here. And we hide under these layers of shame. These layers of shame, hiding from everybody else, hiding from God. And I'll leave it at this. That state of mind is exactly where the enemy wants you. Exactly where he wants you. If he can get you not only to mess up and sin, but also keep you away from the Lord, then he thinks he wins. Don't let him win. Don't pull an Adam and Eve. Don't hide from God. Let God love you. Let him love you the way that you are, your flaws, and all. Let him love you. Because God loves you today in your mess the same way that he loved you yesterday in your success. And if you need to put that on your wall, on your mirror, in your office, to look at it when you are feeling like just an absolute mess, do that. Remind yourself. There is nothing that you can do that will make God love you any less or any more than he already does. Remember that. Hold on to that. When you stumble, when you mess up, turn to him immediately. Don't waste time by hiding. Let God love you. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope that you took something from it. I hope God can bless you. I love you. Peace out.